Hello everyone. I had a couple of packages arrive today, and in one of the packages was this little tactical pen here that I purchased from Banggood.com. It's another aluminium tactical pen. This one's made by a company called Ipree. That's I-P-R-E-E. It's what they say on the site here as aerial aluminium alloy, which we know as aero grade aluminium, aircraft grade aluminium. Once again, you've got a tungsten glass breaker at this end, and we remove the cap at this end for writing with. Let's take a closer look at this baby, shall we? So here we have the tungsten glass breaker. Can it actually cut glass? As usual, I have my favourite cider bottle here. Bring the pen in. And there we go, guys. Yes, it can. Let's move along here. We've got some threads here. That's so you can post the cap. We have O-rings on this one as well. Got some very interesting machining going on here. Let's turn him over, makes it easier. Then we come along to the cap. I like the pattern on here. This is good, the way they've machined it out. Give you a nice grip. And there's the Ipree logo, that little adjustable spanner there. We have a very nicely polished stainless steel pocket clip held on with torque screws here. And here we have the back end of the cap as well. Let's take him off. Okay, so here we have the writing end of things. Again, we have an O-ring here. Just drop that there for a second, and we unscrew it here. As you can see, there is another O-ring, and the now familiar Parker style refill with a little spring on the end. Some dimensions for you. The overall length, I measured it at 141 millimeters long. The cap diameter across these blocks here is 14.2 millimeters, and the barrel diameter on these bands is exactly 13 millimeters. How much does it weigh? 33 grams, or an ounce and a quarter. Banggood have got the colour down as black, but the way I see it, it's more of a sort of like a tarnished sort of bronzy colour, if you ask me, guys. So it's not all that heavy for a tactical pen, really. Handles quite nicely. Some of the edges on the cap here are a little bit on the sharp side of things, but they're not dangerous in any way, I don't think. You can hold it quite nicely. So you've got plenty of choice for, like, you know, defence applications. So you can give somebody a poke like that, or if you need to, you can probably, you know, discourage them with the glass break here, because it's quite sharpish, is that, as you've seen on the bottle there. This cap screws off because it's got that O-ring there, so you've got a little resistance just here until you clear it, and then it's just a nice thread. Quite feels nice and quality wise. There we go. And this one, you can actually post it on the other end, so you don't have to lose your cap. Oops, you can drop it though. What's it like for writing with? What is the supplied cartridge like? Shall we call it a cartridge? The refill? What's that like to write with? Well, it's black for a start. It feels nice to write with, nice and smooth. That's not too bad, actually. It's quite good. Speaking of refills, the pen does actually come with a spare refill, which is quite good. So you won't be needing to buy a refill for quite some time, I wouldn't have thought, depending on how much writing you do. There's an interesting feature to this spare refill. Let's check out the tip. They've actually put a bit of wax or something over the end of it to prevent it from drying out. I've not seen that in any of the other pens I've got. Here is a size comparison with my LAIX B007. I know Mrs. Rathbone's got her eye on this one, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to give her this one to carry in her handbag, and I'm going to start carrying this one for a few days to see how I get on with it. It seems alright, it writes nicely. I think the quality is definitely there. So I've never heard of the company Ipree before. I think they make quite a few other bits and pieces, including quite a bit of defence gear, so I've seen on Banggood. It may be interesting to get hold of some of their... they've got these defensive rod style things. They look quite interesting. Might have to get one in. So how does it carry in your pocket? The clip is nice, just about the right sort of tension, so you're not forcing it over your pocket. And there we go, so it leaves a little bit sticking out the top there for you to get hold of to extract it. These things are what's known as a focused impact weapon. You've got a very small sharp point here, so whatever energy you've got to put into a blow, it will be greatly magnified by this end. So you know, if somebody was let's just say you'd been very, very aggressive to you and you needed to defend yourself, you could actually hold it like this and give them a jab with that end, nice sharp end, they'd know about it. Or if you didn't want to do quite so much damage, that end, bop. You know, you could probably encourage somebody to go away with it, as it's quite strong. The cap doesn't, because it's screwed on, the cap is not loose in any way. I've seen some tactical pens where the cap pulls off, and I don't think that's a very good idea because it makes them loose, but this one's nice and strong, make a very nice little baton. So all in all, so far, this seems to be quite a nice little tactical pen, I must admit. I like the use of O-rings in there just to secure the cap and the where you put the refill in. Oops, wrong end. There we go, where you put the refill in. That's also got an O-ring on it for extra security. There's some nice design features to this. Some nice little ribs going on the front end of things here. You know, so you can get nice grip while you're writing. It's actually quite a nice pen, and you're not going to lose the cap of this one. You can just post it, which is handy because it also still retains that baton. So you can still, you know, probably write on somebody. But it's quite a nice little thing actually, I quite like it. Alright, there we go. Alright guys, you'll have to let us know what you think of the little Ipree tactical pen. Banggood have got it for £5.30 at the moment, which is not too bad a price to pay for an aircraft grade aluminium tactical pen. Some of the better known makes, you can pay 3, 4, 5, 6 times that for a pen. This one's, as I say, it seems to be alright to me. How about if we whack it into a piece of wood? We've not done that yet. Okay, I've got the same bit of wood that I tried the LAX B007 on. It's got some marks on that side. We turn him over. It's basically unmarked at the moment. So let's give the Ipree tactical pen a go, shall we guys? Oh yeah, that's I don't know if you can see that there guys, I'll get you a close-up. That has made some very nice little holes in, and I wasn't using much effort there really, so as I say, you know, it does actually amplify whatever energy you put into it, these little points. Right then guys, so that's my review of the Ipree tactical pen that I picked up from Banggood very recently. I have got some more tactical pens coming in if you would like to see them. Interestingly, belting the tip into the wood hasn't damaged the finish on the end of the pen at all. It's quite a good finish. It's another one of those, I suppose it's some sort of very hard anodizing they put on there. And as I say, I think it's down on Banggood as being black, but to my eyes it looks a very nice tarnished bronze. What I'll do is I'll put you a special Banggood affiliate link in the descriptive text below so that you can pop along and take a look at this. You can then check price and availability in your area. Don't forget, if you enjoyed the review guys, especially if you're new to the channel, you can subscribe, you can click like, and don't forget to share it with your friends as well, because they might be interested. You can follow me on Instagram. There's my Instagram account. You can follow me on there, see what I'm getting up to. And there's my Patreon page too, guys. I'll also put you a special GearBest link down below, so you can click on that and go along and take a look at GearBest as well, because that helps to support my channel. Thank you very much. Alright guys, thanks for popping round. I hope you enjoyed the review. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you sometime in the near future then. Laters!
Rough.